DWIMMERMARS.
And here we go. Howdy, folks. It's Drink, Spin, Run actually plays DWIMMERMARS time again. It's me, Adam, your DM. With me tonight are some of the usual suspects, and let's see. This is what the fun thing about DWIMMERMARS is. It's all like encapsulated segments, right? So tonight we have DWIMMERMARS regular Craig Brasco. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. Craig has a new character this week after the strange disappearance of Dr. Kingsley Bridger last week. Let's start with the story. What happened last time?
Well, I'm trying to remember the exact details. All I remember is...
You don't remember charging into melee combat despite having 1 hit point?
Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah.
And I got, the dice weren't with me.
No.
And I got hurt.
No.
And died. Well, I didn't die, actually. I was incapacitated. And 2 of, let's see. I guess, I don't remember. What was your character's name, Gabriel?
It was Fonzo.
Fonzo's remarkable, yeah.
Yeah, 2 of Fonzo's henchmen put me on a makeshift stretcher, I guess, and but then as we were leaving the dreaded dungeon, this strange cube of transparent flesh ate ate him and
ate Fonzo and his henchmen.
2 other henchmen, right? And then and then of course fear took over, and the henchmen carried Kingsley Bridger somewhere off into the darkness. We don't know where. We don't know anything other than
they got my 2 torchbearers actually.
Yep, that's right. You guys ran right into it. Basically, is my understanding.
Gabriel and 2 henchmen, 2 men-at-arms henchmen, ran smack
dab into it. So that was like utter digestion. And then Phil's character basically managed to work his belly. He was probably gone and then left.
Right.
He's the only one that survived, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Phil survived and his henchmen, and technically Kingsley Bridger might still be alive somewhere in the depths of Dwimmermount. So that's a thing. You have a new character. What can you tell us about your new character?
He is Bandor Ban.
That's a very Mars name. That's a very Barsoomian name.
It is It is. Sorry. Yeah,
I love it. No, that's great.
Went full burrows on that. He is a ne'er-do-well kind of mercenary type guy, and he also does have an affiliation that is of similar ne'er-do-wells, and he's a little sketchy, but he is handy with a fight, and he's geared up pretty well. So and he seems very determined to explore the hideous dungeon. He's very eager to join up with this group when they heard they came back with all these casualties and stuff. So he really wants to.
He's eager. Once he found out that everybody's dying, he's like, "Yes, sign me up, man! I'm part of that expedition."
He's ready to prove himself. So,
all right, so he's suicidal. That's good to know. All right, Edgar. It's your first trip into DWIMMERMARS, despite your best efforts. And you're playing a kind of familiar face. What can you tell us about your character?
Okay, his name is Aloysius Bridger McCormick, and he. These guys probably think he might be a charlatan. Because he spent his first session really concerned about the fact that he did not have his purple turban with the jewel and the feather on it.
These guys are all Tellurians, and there are no humans here except for you. Aloysius is the only Earthman here. Yeah.
I am in darkest Dwimmer Mount among the savages.
But
Yeah.
I think we discussed the mission for this session is going to be to rescue Kingsley Bridger. So your that's your tie there is
that's my half brother.
Your half brother. It needs to be rescued from the depths of this Dwimmering Mount. Awesome. Okay. Gabriel is here with his second character, much to our chagrin and sadness. Fonso the Remarkable. Fonso Barsali died last session.
Yes.
Let's. I know Craig went over it just a minute ago, but you just want to run us through one last time how Fonso died.
Well, he was leading the exit from DWIMMERMARS with his two henchmen when he was surprised by this cube, and he and his henchmen just eaten alive by this creature.
Yeah, everybody died, right? Everybody in that front rank just got dissolved by that jelly cube. Yeah. Cool. All right, so you have a new character. What can you tell us about Zazim Lano?
Well, Zazim Lano, she's a young Tellurian tomb rover. That heard the doors of Mount Dwimmer were open again, so she's up to explore the place for any rich treasures that might replenish her depleted finances.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not going to go into her past because I think you're gonna.
There's gonna be a post. Yeah, there's gonna be. Gabriel and I are like playing tennis with blog ideas. It's pretty great. Gabriel served it up, and I'm about to pitch it back. So let's see. Okay, so one thing I want to introduce into this session to streamline some of the stuff that had been taking us a while. I want to just streamline really quickly in basically a town phase. So the first part is like the wealth section. Now you do not have. We're not going to worry about patrons this time around because you have a mission already. You already have your goal. We took care of selling the map last time, and you did not find any treasures. Nor does anyone have any money to carouse with. Had that been the case, this would be the time that we do that. Okay. So we're in expedition planning. Everybody's already bought their gear.
Yes.
Nobody here has any henchmen. Does anybody here want to recruit henchmen?
I'm broke, so I don't think I can do it.
No, you can't. You got to have the cash.
I don't have any cash.
Gabriel?
I left my gold in my other pants.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have enough money, not even to look for it.
All right. So this is everybody. Nobody has any money.
No.
Think about what that's going to mean for your conflict resolution here, right? We're running away is probably a far better option this time around than it's ever been. All right.
Sure.
So just bear that in mind. Okay. And our expedition goal is to discover the whereabouts or fate, which is it, of Dr. Kingsley Bridger?
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Well, is it the whereabouts or is it the fate? Which are we more concerned? The fate.
I guess
Okay, so discover the fate of Kingsley Bridger.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the thing. You guys do that, you're going to get extra XP.
Oh, cool.
Anytime you accomplish your stated goal for a session, you're getting extra XPs for it. Okay. So, back into the mountain. I need someone to roll me a d6. Before we do that, let's establish our roles. Craig, you got a pretty great map going, so we're going to keep you as the mapper, if that's okay.
Sure. I was going to ask, is that okay? Because, I guess Phil got the map, and then now I have it. Is that how that works?
Yeah,
you
you have the map. Okay. Bandur can have the map now. Hey, I like your shirt, Gabriel. Uh,
I just received word that
That's good looking, man.
yeah, Hope's T-shirt arrived
oh, did it? Cool.
to
Yeah.
Miami, so we'll be here.
In 6
Shortly.
months. Yeah.
Yeah. No, no.
I'm kidding.
As usually it takes a lot less than common mail.
Cool. All right. So we need someone to be the leader for the session, and we're gonna need someone to manage resources. Does anybody have a supply of torches or light supply or anything like that?
Well, I got confused when I was buying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard iridium hand torch, I was thinking like a mag light or something.
Oh, that is in there.
I have to admit that's what I thought it was as well.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
But then when you guys started talking about being a torch, like a soldering torch, I was like, oh, well, that's cool too. I'll keep that. I mean,
what's it called?
It's called an iridium hand torch.
Okay, because there's also the iridium lamp.
Oh, how much is that?
That's 10 gold. And that's what I was thinking. That's a flashlight.
Oh.
Okay, that's kind of what I was going for. But, damn.
Maybe we can pool our resources, our meager resources, to get one of those.
Hey, retcon.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
this is still the expedition planning phase because we don't know our roles. We know that Brasco is our mapper. We don't know who the party leader is, and we don't know who's managing resources.
I'm not
Edgar,
familiar with these roles. Please explain.
Where we want to go. We follow you. So since you're the only human and that wants to you could
that makes
be
sense.
But
because you're looking for your brother.
But he hasn't seen the
looking
map.
for my brother.
Remember, I mean,
True.
So, hey, Craig, can you go ahead and give us the map, like in a link, like upload it so that you guys can reference the map, rather than just like screen sharing it? Is that possible?
Yes. Just give me a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm. I want you guys to see what we've discovered so far, because really, you guys have only been in a very small section of this map so far, which is pretty cool. You've got maybe not even a sixth of this map discovered so far, which is pretty sweet.
Sorry, hold on 1 second. It's a Photoshop document.
Is Craig echoing for everybody else?
Nope. You want to turn off in Roll20. You want to make sure you have the sound off. You should have sound and voice disabled.
Yeah, I have that off.
Really? And he's still?
Maybe it's me.
I'm not hearing it.
It is. My bad. Voice only. Nothing.
Share nothing.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it was me also because I had it voice and video.
Craig, did you get a new camera?
Well, my iMac died, so it needs a new power supply. So I'm using my laptop now.
Because you're much clearer.
Or have been.
You're much clearer on the laptop, I think. Than you
Yeah, this is a newer. Yeah, the iMac was old. It's pretty old.
That explains it. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw this up here. Hold on.
So just give us a link so that we can bring it up.
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna give Edgar the leadership role. Is that right?
Sure.
Okay, I'm a born leader, man.
Okay.
Born leader.
So that means, obviously. All right. So did we manage to get a flashlight?
Well, I would hope so, since I've never actually been down here.
I only got four gold, so
I've got 1 gold, but I could sell my torch and get some.
We can swap out the torch for the flashlight, and you can get the difference back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think that would be a wise call.
Okay.
All right, I put a link to the map in the D20 Roll20 chat. Excuse me.
Cool.
Okay, and I will keep the actual hand torch,
Great.
and then you do the lamp.
Okay, cool. All right. So Gabriel, you have an
Just
iridium
in
hand
case I
lamp.
have to- Yeah.
Okay, so
I do as well.
So let's see here. What you guys know? I'm going to bring up the map too, so that I know what you guys are looking at. There it is. Come on, wake up. Oh, okay. So you see where that star is in the center? There's the entryway with the statues. Oh, that's good notes, Craig. That's really nice. No, it is. Right where the like beyond the double doors, there's like a broad path that leads to this a statue, right?
Right.
Right.
What you were told by the only survivor of that expedition, who was a blue Tellurian named Drill, he told you that, Drill and his henchmen were the survivors. They told you that from that intersection, they themselves had gone right, so southerly on this map, and the henchmen, the torchbearers carrying Kingsley Bridger's body, went left, which would be north on this map.
So,
Okay.
just to be clear,
Mm-hmm.
is this north from the statue beyond the double doors?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So off into here there be tigers.
Yes.
Okay.
And they heard the sound of doors slamming.
Yeah. And those are rat droppings, I think, at the bottom.
Oh yeah. The rats definitely dropped something there. Yeah.
Some scat. Rat man scat. Something. I don't know.
Okay. So did you guys see any rat men?
Not rat
Yeah,
men.
we fought them.
No, we don't. We
Oh,
don't. Rats.
Right.
Or
Big one.
whatever analog they have on DWIMMERMARS.
Yeah, there are lizard
Yeah.
rats, not rat men. It was lizard rats.
Lizard
The
rats.
monsters encountered here so far are swine men,
Yes.
lizard rats, and jelly cubes.
Yes.
And ghosts.
And ghosts.
Ghosts.
But you didn't fight the ghosts. You just-
No. And
Which-
robots.
Yeah.
They were already dead.
True. And training robots that I used to kill Phil with.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you all should have control over the party. Doodad. You have 9 squares of movement per turn. And so you can move yourself 9 squares.
All right.
Announce anything you need to tell me. No, we do have the dynamic lighting on, so
I see this.
yeah, everything will be cool. So go ahead, take her
Are those
away.
10-foot squares then?
10-foot squares. Yep.
Okay. Let's proceed to the bottom of the stairs here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the lantern in one hand
Mm-hmm.
and a gun in the other.
Okay. Cool. So,
Okay.
Edgar, something for you to be aware of: these statues in this room all are made of they're wrought of some form of marble or similar stone, and they all depict a different deific like being, right? So, kind of like classical, Roman or Greek architecture or statuary, but they've all had their heads removed, replaced with a brazen head, all of which are identical. They're the head of a bearded man with a haughty expression. The one that has an F over it, can you see an F over one of them?
I sure can.
Okay, that one is actually not defaced in this manner. It's a statue of a woman.
Okay. So how high are they, and how high is the ceiling above them?
The ceiling above is about 15 feet up. The statues themselves are man-sized, but they stand on 3-foot plinths, so they're about 9 feet at their crown.
Okay. And you guys didn't have any trouble with these things before, did you?
No, but you tried to move one of them, and
You tried to move the female though.
the female one
Okay.
with little, apparently not much success, if I recall.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think time is of the essence if we're going to find my half brother.
Okay.
So perhaps we should proceed onward.
Okay, you can see that the large double doors here are open. There are a large set of double doors here at the in the entranceway. There are also, just to kind of you could also see in the dim light that there's another door to the north and a door to the west. But these double doors are the path that you're looking for.
Okay.
Is there anything different about this area since we last visited?
You have not visited, so you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. Damn it.
This is just the map you got from those guys.
Yeah, that's true. So I don't have no idea. I keep forgetting.
All right. Well, let's stay on the path we know, I guess.
Yeah.
Approach the doors. I'm going to check them out.
Well, they're
There's
wide
nothing
open.
Funny.
Yeah, they're wide open.
Yeah, but that might just be a clever ruse.
Indeed.
Well,
Very
consult your
then.
map. It might tell you something. If there's anything to know about these doors. Are there any notes on the map there?
There are no notes about those that I can recall.
Seeing none, let's proceed.
All right. So that was, that's going to be the end of turn one's movement. You will see up to the north. There is an open door again that leads into a room that wherein two bodies lie on, or is it three? Several bodies, perhaps three, perhaps two, lie on the ground.
Okay.
Three. They seem to be of perhaps metal or that newfangled plastic or some form of rubber. Like a composite of different sorts of things all together.
Peculiar.
And we've got a new round, our new turn. 9 squares of
All right.
movement. Where you want to go, man?
You guys want to keep heading east?
Yeah.
All right. Moving carefully down the hallway, sort of examining the way as we go.
Mm-hmm. So
Examining the ceiling now and then, pointing the flashlight up to the ceiling.
Great. So to the south, an open door stands. This door shows signs of recent abuse. As if perhaps scoured with flame, and but there's no obvious sign. There's no like ash or anything like that. It's just like the remnant of char. You know what I mean?
Huh.
The room itself contains, if you cast a glance in there, it contains a table with 2 chairs, and that seems to be all of the dressing in the room. But that's the first third of your movement, so you can keep going.
Okay. Okay, we found that other statue. What does this one look like?
Aha, yes. So this statue is it's another 6-foot marble statue. It's a muscular man in armor carrying a shield and wielding a wickedly barbed spear. Atop his shoulders sits that same bronze head, visage, looking back at you with piercing eyes, and haughtily looking down looking down its long nose at you.
And are these bronze heads well wrought or crude?
Oh, they're exceptionally well wrought.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, it's off into I believe, the unknown.
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate for our Tellurian friends, you recognize these heads as being the head of Terms Termax, the wizard tyrant and self-proclaimed god.
Wow.
Or man turned god who ruled these lands until 2 centuries ago.
Okay. Why did he die or disappear or something? Or
His empire was mysteriously cut short after an uprising. The Dwimmering Mount was one of the seats of his power. It was in this revolt, or during this revolt, that that the Dwimmering Mount was sealed off from the world. So that barrier that we talked about early on, that went into place, as the Termaxian Empire fell.
interesting.
Mayhap he is luring in victims
Yeah.
for his fell deeds. All right. North.
You got about 3 more squares of movement in this turn.
See.
Okay. From here, you can see that you can faintly see, or you can definitely see one door here. There is like what looks to be a door or alcove over here, and then more in the edge of your light. Gabriel, I need you to roll me a D3, please. Or D6, please.
Yeah.
Sorry.
5.
Okay, great. Hold on just a moment. Okay. Gabriel, you have the torch, right? Or the lamp. I need you. See, we've done this so many different ways. I want you to roll me 10d6.
Okay.
Oh boy.
This is okay. This is not a bad deal.
That's a lot of these.
Okay, so that was like your fuel pool for the for the torch, right? It was at 10. Now it's at 9. You lose 1 from the fuel. Okay, so the half-life of the iridium, the half-life meter just kind of clicks up 1/10 of the space. Okay, let's see here. What are we doing, guys?
I wanted to make sure, Craig, did you get a glimpse of the other side of this room to the south with the statue?
I did. Yeah, it's like a circular room, and it's got
another
pathway.
Another pathway going off of it. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So shit.
That's
so we heard them go north, and we heard a door slam, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, that's what was heard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there's a door. Let's not investigate this one yet. Let's go a little further north and see if there's anything more interesting. Okay. Not too far though.
Okay.
I just want to get a look at this. Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. So there are 2 doors, or 1 door to either side, and then a large double door at the end.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Okay, I got an idea. Why don't we, whoever's got the lights, stay here, and the others listen to those 2 doors to the left and to the right first.
Okay.
Just to be careful.
Okay. Right. Who's at the left? Who's at the right?
I'll take the left.
I'll take the right.
All right. Now, this is our first time. Right? Well, this is our first time using the negotiated skill system, right? Mm-hmm. What skills or which of your background elements are going to play in here, Edgar, if any?
Well, having trod the board for so long,
mm-hmm.
He got his start as a magician before he discovered that magic was in fact real, mm-hmm. and became a mentalist.
Right.
And he's done, he's used to listening to signals from inside of dark boxes.
That's a little bit of a stretch. And
Okay.
my default opinion on stretches are if I can say that's a bit of a stretch, I have to say no.
Okay.
But what I can tell you is you are going to get at least 1d6. So the way the negotiated skills work, Edgar, since you haven't been here for it, if you can talk me into like accepting one of the background elements that you have for your character as being a useful thing, you get it. You know, you get to roll an extra d6. So it's a real simple success system. So roll. You can go ahead and roll a d6 when it comes time. Craig, you're listening on the
Yes.
other side. What do you have to tell me about?
Well, Bandor's guild deals with murder, and that requires a lot of.
Okay, so
Skullduggery.
what are your actual like traits that apply here?
Sneaky, vigilant, and cautious.
Let's see here. So you have one thing written down, which is your guild. You're a guild
Yes.
assassin. You
Yes.
do have an additional trait. We're
I
gonna
do.
because you
Have
have
a
an
negative?
intelligence penalty, and you get you have a free one for before that was taken up by Earthmen. Being an Earthman.
Sure.
You're not an Earthman. You're a Blue Tellurian, so you have one free that you can. So basically, you have two traits that you haven't allocated yet that you may do so. So we have one is your affiliation to the Assassin's Guild.
Right.
What are the other two?
Oh man. He grew up on the streets of Zoltan. Oh man, I can't think of a cool name. Zoltan Zan, I guess it's a city. So he's streetwise, like he was an orphan, I guess, and he grew up on the streets to survive.
Okay, so you can give yourself let's call the trait Gutter Snipe,
Gutter snipe.
right? That's a cool name for that, right? And
Am I supposed to have a trait written down somewhere?
yes, that was. Let's see. Let me bring up your character sheet. You should have a few of them. You should have. You do. No, you don't. You were a stage magician previously, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's one of them. You do not have any penalties, so you were a stage magician. That's really all we need to know. Okay.
Okay, so write it down in my notes. Then.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, you have mind bullets and spiders, man. Oh, and you're an Earthman. You're a displaced Earthman. That's the other one.
Right.
Okay. I mean, you said something about being cautious.
Well, hold on. How about he's also like a peddler? So like that's how he makes extra money. It's like he just sells shit that he finds from his victims.
That would not. Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be appropriate here, but
No, but I mean I just feel like I don't want to meta that, so
Okay.
I want it to be that third one can be something
okay.
else. That
I'll give
imagining,
you
right?
2 dice to roll. Okay.
Cool.
All right, that's your total. So everybody roll their pool. For Edgar, it's 1, and for
Yep.
Craig, it's 2.
Awesome.
All right.
What's the success?
5 or 6 typically. If it's really hard, it's 6.
I hear nothing.
Well, the good news was, Edgar, there's nothing to hear as far as you know.
I
So
feel better without that.
Yeah, and-
as far as I know.
you really, you hear nothing, Edgar, other than like the a remarkable nothing. Let's put it that way. It's a softness, as if something were shielding sound. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All right.
it's peculiar.
Completely opposite of that, Craig.
Mhm.
Bandor hears the hurried whispering of voices speaking in an ancient form of the common tongue, the Tellurian language, a dialect that you believe it's reminiscent of the old Thulian tongue. And you can hear distinctly 4 speakers, speaking in this language in hushed tones.
Okay. I signal to Edgar. What's your character's name?
Aloysius.
Aloysius. Just with my hands, and I say, like,
I look
point to
over
my ear, and I hold up 4 fingers.
Okay, I pull out my pistol and walk over toward him.
And do we see Zanzam down the hall? Can we signal him to come up? Her, excuse me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. She's right there. I mean, you guys are,
Okay.
Maybe 30 feet away from each other, 40 feet away from each other at most, right? Because Zazam was at the door. Was at that door. You were at that door. Okay. So
I signal them.
Okay, and the plan is we're gonna open the door. Hold on 1 second.
Are these like wooden doors?
Gabriel, I need you to roll roll your light source. So that's 96. All right, you rolled a 1, so it's going to deplete it by 1. We're down to 8.
Wow.
Okay.
It was over when we ran out of batteries.
Well, the good news, so the thing is you don't have to rebuy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true.
This is Brendan Strayek's hazard system, in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
Tellurians see in the dark?
I'm sorry?
Do we Tellurians see in the dark?
No.
No? Okay.
No. It's very rarely actually night here. That happens only certain times of the year. There's always some amount of illumination, dim though it may be, in the sky. It's only certain phases of certain seasons on certain years where night actually occurs, and then it happens for a real long time. Okay. So the room beyond. As you open the door, you see 4 ghostly apparitions, clad in the linothorax-like armor of the Thulians of decade or centuries ago. Thulian warriors of centuries ago. They stand here in this room among the detritus of ruined furniture, and bodies. 4 skeletons scattered, whose bones are scattered amongst the detritus of the destroyed furniture here.
I wonder if the bones belong to these apparitions. Do they appear to see us, or are they sort of like?
They seem not to notice you, which they do not seem to be paying any attention to you.
Strange.
Is that a exit to the north?
Yes.
Let's see if we can go past them without disturbing them. Don't touch the bones.
But do you think they came this way?
Well, I'm thinking they went through the double doors, but I'm wondering if there might be a sneaky way through the back.
Sure.
I'm sure those double doors will, creak like mad, and then when you close them, they'll slam and echo.
Right.
We'll just go a little ways and see if there's anything
Okay.
noteworthy. Okay.
All right.
We're going to keep an eye on these guys.
Okay. Move us.
Sure.
Edgar.
Huh?
I got the pen instead. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Ah, yes. So,
Okay.
This chamber contains 6 marble pedestals placed about the room, each standing about 4 feet tall. At the base of each pedestal is a brassish plate, like a reddish brass plate. Yeah, and you can see that the room kind of bends around to the side. The apparitions let you pass, as if they barely even notice your presence, or they don't register your presence at all. I'm sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Weird.
They must be caught in a time loop. Don't disturb the bone, so.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was thinking.
All right. Forward a couple more squares there.
Do you see
Oh.
what it is?
Stairs.
Stairs.
Okay, this is not the way, but let's get a look at those stairs so that our guy can map them.
Yeah, definitely.
Stairs are worth
Cool.
money.
Yeah, this is worth money, Edgar, by the way. We can turn in a map and get paid for it.
Stairs.
cool.
Very nice. Look at their stairs.
Going down into the darkness.
Mhm.
Do you guys want to check out these tables?
Well, they're pedestals,
Pedestals, excuse me.
and before each one is an orichalcum plate, like set in the ground.
Is there anything on top of them?
On top of the pedestals?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, they're hewn clean.
Wow.
Huh.
And there's no markings on these plates or anything?
No. Mm-mm.
Interesting.
Okay, let's head back to the double doors. We don't want to
Okay.
get too far off track here.
Sure.
Who knows what's happening?
All right.
All right. Let's everybody and listen at the doors.
Okay.
Okay, we can try. Yeah.
All right, everybody can roll for me. Craig, you can roll what you were rolling before. Gabriel, you are naturally good at this kind of thing, right? Aren't you a thief? You're
Yeah,
a tomb
she's,
robber, so I'll give you an extra die for that. Do you have any other?
No, she has it's intelligence, right?
What?
She has no pluses.
It's not about. It's not about pluses. It's about traits.
Yeah, but it depends on
I thought it was minuses.
your intelligence, right? To
No.
get extra traits.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope. You have a charisma penalty, so you get 1 extra trait. So you have
Right.
tomb robber is 1, and you get 2 more.
Just really broad tomb robber.
You could have the plunderer's seal.
Yeah, the plunderers.
Yeah, I'm thinking the plunderers have a
Like
special tattoo that they give all their members, and it's like would confer certain social benefits and not benefits. I don't think the
Jailhouse tattoo.
Something like that. Yeah.
and you were pretty lowborn as well, right? Or no, you were an orphan, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, her parents were artisans or commoners.
Okay, so you get 2 dice as well.
Okay. Rolling here.
Okay, so Bandor and Zayazam, you both hear voices speaking in hushed tones again. This time in modern Tellurian.
Oh. This might be our quarry,
Yeah.
but I don't say that. Two.
All right, how you guys want to do this? How are you armed?
I have an axe and a shield.
I got a gun. I got a pistol.
I also have a pistol. I have a dagger too.
A pistol and a short sword.
All right, so I guess the guys with the pistols need to be standing back while the guy without the pistol opens the door.
Sure.
You got the shield, man.
I do.
We know how useful those are now. We remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember.
Just open one of the doors and try to be quiet about it, and we'll just.
Okay.
I'm
Can
gonna
I do that?
We just point the light down so it doesn't give up. Or
Now, Craig, I'll let you roll a d6 just to do it. I'll also give you a bonus die because you are an assassin. Okay.
Okay.
Whether that was
Am
a
I
secret or
getting a
not.
5 or 6 or?
No, you're just getting a 6. Just a 6.
Okay.
Quick question before you do that.
Oh.
He already did it.
Never mind.
So the door, creaks audibly on its hinge. You crack it open just a touch, and
Okay.
you hear a scurrying of things moving away from you. You see, like, trying to cower behind the doors as you open them, two modern blue Tellurians, in fairly standard, like civilian garb. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Let me make sure I'm describing them correctly, because these might be the guys, right?
Okay.
Did we get a description of the guys?
They are both wearing strange chainmail that was clearly designed for people shorter than they. And it's kind of like chain shirts that only go, like just to their waist, and you can, perhaps see a little bit of their belly underneath there. In the center of the room, in atop two shields, as if they were being used as a stretcher, is the body of Kingsley Bridger.
Uh-huh.
As you you've made your presence known. Obviously, you open the door. They kind of hid from you behind the door. What do you guys do?
I'm going to try and get the drop on one of these guys. I hold out my pistol and I point it at his head.
Oh, it's really easy to get the drop on these guys. Yeah, they're actively trying to hide from you behind a door you just opened. So really all you have to do is go around the door, and you've got the gun right in their head.
And as I do so, I will tell them to be quiet.
Mm-hmm. And they nod emphatically. Yes, they don't make a sound, but they do nod emphatically at you.
Okay. Let's get them together.
Okay.
They discover
Sorry.
alarm.
Sorry.
The alarm went off.
Yeah. It's cat time, ladies and gentlemen.
Cat
It's
time.
a show within a show. It's the time when Craig's cat makes a shit ton of noise.
So this is just a cat video. I want everybody to know that.
Sorry.
That's how this will be advertised on YouTube, is as a cat video.
Come here, cat. What's wrong?
OMG, you won't believe what happened when that cat interrupted their D&D session.
Here we go.
Clickbait, man.
There you go.
Okay, so we kind of corral these guys in one area where one of us can cover them with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And maybe the one with the axe can stand there and hulk at them a little bit.
Okay.
I want to go examine the body. I hope it's not a body.
Kingsley's actually warm to the touch, surprisingly. You can tell that he's lost a lot of blood, and his breathing is shallow, but he is his bodily functions have been reduced to practically non-existence by some mystic art of which you are not familiar. With which you are not familiar.
So maybe we should frisk these guys, see if they got anything on them.
Well, are you talking to them at all?
Well, I guess I do. I have a little bit of Tellurian common, but I wouldn't trust myself to get much out of them.
Well, you have 2 native speakers here, so you can avail yourself of their services as well.
So he will talk to the guys.
They identify themselves as Durig and Golmat, who are they were torchbearers in the employ of Fonso the Remarkable. And upon their master's demise, they fled to the safety of this room. And it's, thank the gods you arrived when you did, for they had almost run out of rations. And they gesture at a pack that you can see contains a very small amount of food, but more notably contains a fairly large quantity of silver coin mixed in with some few gold coin.
What's this, son?
He said, well, we had to do something with our time. We found it here amongst the wreckage. A fair recompense for the time that we've squandered here in these haunted halls.
What has befallen my brother?
And they seem stricken to learn that he is your brother. Who said, Master Kingsley fought bravely. He charged into battle against lizard rats, only to be felled by a stray tooth to his neck. And he, one of them points. Wow, points to the wound on this guy's neck that has stopped. It's what's weird about the injury is it hasn't developed any scabbing, nor has the blood actually coagulated. It seems to merely have stopped bleeding.
Weird.
Like it's not healing, it's just stopped bleeding. And Golmat continues, and he says, it was that strange monk Drill that set him thus. He spent a moment in concentration and sent Master Bridger here into this state, to keep his wounds from aggravating.
And this Drill, where is this Drill?
Drill? He's the guy that gave you the map and told you what he learned. What happened in here.
But he didn't say that he did this to my brother, though, did he? He said, from what I remember, he said that he saw 2 guys pick him up on a shield and take him off, and he heard some doors shut, right?
Well, he's after the injury, he did tell you that he tended to your brother's wounds.
Oh, okay. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, I asked the guys if they explore that corridor to the over there.
Yeah, they said, in search of food, yes, we found nothing. Merely dust, cobwebs, and the rotted remains of crates. We held out faith that, perhaps some morsel might be found amidst the ruin, but there was none to be found.
Any more of those lizard rats?
In the immediate vicinity? Are you asking me, or are you asking
them?
They said we barricaded ourselves. We barricaded ourselves in here, days ago. There's no point of entry for them, and we weren't about to leave until until true desperation had set in.
Gotcha. Let's get a good look at this room so we can map it. What say?
Okay.
Sure.
Ta-da!
Huh. Now, it seems to me that in my life as a stage magician, I probably have seen my way around some latches and catches and hidden panels, haven't I?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, you're totally going to get a bonus die to search for that shit. You bet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just watched The Prestige last night, so yeah.
I want to check. All right, cool. I want to check. The walls just to see if there's anything notable. I got a 5 and a 2.
You don't see anything, and you're convinced that's because there's nothing here to see.
Okay. Dead end, and it's otherwise unremarkable. Like
Correct.
they said, just dust and.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, gentlemen, I think we're going to have to take him back up top and see if we can get him fixed. I suppose we could leave these gentlemen with some rations and explore a bit further, but I worry.
The minute you say that, their eyes get big and they're like, "What?"
I take it they want to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Well,
then you.
I'm sorry.
All right, then you two. Up and at 'em. I point to the makeshift stretcher.
Mm-hmm. They they nod. They take a moment to get their packs.
Gather their coin.
Yeah. And they they shift to get themselves ready and take their positions holding their the stretcher.
Okay, does this sound right?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, let me ask you something. Do you want to, based on our goal for the session, do you want to just retire and take him back?
Well, let's take him back and see if we can find that drill fellow and see if he can tell us what we need to do to get this effect removed from him.
Okay.
Get him bandaged up, that kind of stuff. We don't necessarily have to bring him back down here right away. And he may not be fit to do it.
True.
Of course, knowing him, the way he charges headlong into things, he'll be up and at him as soon as he wakes up.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen, if we're going to do that, then let's make it hasty.
Okay.
All right. So the idea is to beat a hasty retreat.
Yep.
Okay. So as
Well, just to be cautious, slightly, because the last time we did that, we ran into a nasty.
Yeah.
thing.
So who's the sneakiest person here?
toss up between these two guys.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them should be just out, sort of outside the torchlight, scouting ahead.
But we won't see any further.
Yeah. The problem with scouting outside of torchlight is that you, the viewer, is outside of torchlight.
Yeah, we can't see anything.
True, but we have, 6 other senses, yes?
Yeah, maybe 6. 6
Yeah,
other
well,
senses? You have 7 senses now.
So we're enemies.
I love it.
Oh, you humans have.
I point to my third eye and I say,
Oh, yeah.
All Tellurians are at least mildly telepathic, so yeah.
That's true.
As you turn around, you see something that you didn't see before, or maybe it wasn't here last time before. You do see a gutted, well, not gutted, but the small remnant of a lizard rat carcass here in this door area, this like the lintel of this door. It's just in the corner, and it's half of a lizard rat, not like top or bottom half, more like the right half. What was the left half and part of the top is now gone, completely gone. And that bit the remnant there that is exposed, the remnant of its interior that's exposed to air sizzles as if it has been burned or devoured by acid.
Or cut.
Or cut? It would have to have been cut with something exceptionally hot. Well, it's not a clean cut though. Like something that it's not like cauterized. It's very clearly burned. Some variety.
Or dissolved.
Or dissolved. Yep. So that was your first. That was just the first little bit of your move. You guys can keep moving about 6 squares.
Okay. I pick up the half of the rat. It's a rat. And I throw it ahead. I throw it forward.
Okay, yeah. You probably get it right about here, and it lands with a wet thunk on the ground, not in midair.
In midair?
No, not in midair. That's the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It lands on the ground, not in midair.
Not in midair.
Okay, let's continue on.
Let's go. We go pick him the rat and throw it forward as we move along.
That's
keep
a
doing that?
great plan, Gabriel.
Wow, I love it.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can get about here at the end of the turn, right up to the statue, and let's see, that is an odd number, so no. Okay, so you guys get another. It's time to move.
This is when I start regretting not having that 10-foot pole.
What's awesome about this is we have not fought anything.
True.
Great. Is it we accomplished things?
The corridors are clean, right?
Oh yeah, exceptionally clean. Yep.
That's disturbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the cleaning crew.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
You can keep going. And I'm getting the feeling that we're just throwing the rat.
Yeah.
You make it all the way to the doors, and nothing there. I do have to make one last roll, guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and it's not really going to matter.
They have to roll for the lantern.
Yep, it's a lantern roll. So here I'm using Brendan Strake's hazard system. So when I roll for random encounters, every pip on the die means something. One of those is light source exhaustion. But here's the thing: you guys are less than a turn away from the exit, and your lantern recharges when you get it outside.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. You you guys can make it out, and congratulations for being the first party to make it out of the Dwimmering Mount without a death. Good job, guys.
Yay!
Now you did that by accomplishing the most old school of tasks. You had an entire expedition without any combat. Craig,
yes.
Could you screen share your map real quick? I just want to make sure. I just want to compare it against mine and make sure that I am counting your experience correctly. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do get experience for exploration in this, which is awesome. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 normal rooms explored and 1 exit. So that's not a lot of experience there, but it is.
We found the stairway.
You did. That's worth more. Okay, so let's see, and you accomplished your goal for this session. Craig,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a decision. what is worth more to the guild? The death ray as it stands now, or the death ray when Bridger is able to complete it?
Maybe after he completes it.
Okay, there's our out. All right.
Good one.
Okay, so next question is: do you guys let the torchbearers keep the money?
Let them keep their share, right?
What's their share?
Well, that would have been agreed upon, right? Did they get a share?
They were being paid by the day.
Yeah.
Oh, let's give them an equal share.
Oh, okay. That's cool. All right.
That's generous.
So in all, there were 300 silver and 40 gold. That is actually quite generous. So that,
Well, they kept my brother safe while he was down there,
True.
and
they didn't need him.
5 of you.
That's always good.
Well, there's also your brother's share.
He slept through it. He can get his from me.
There you go.
Okay, I'm doing some math here, guys, real quick. Now you're each going to get 100 XP for recovering Kingsley.
Okay.
That's quest XP, so it applies universally. And we're going to get a little bit for exploration and stuff. So I'm just figuring that out real quick. Oh, wow. Weird. This divides out equally in a weird way. Yeah. So you guys are getting 50 for the small amount of cash you have brought back and the map.
Okay.
So that's the
150.
downside, because the last few ones where there were fights, there was a lot of XP brought back by the sole survivor in a lot of cases. Go ahead.
And how much treasure are the shares?
Oh, it's 14 gold worth. So it's probably like I don't know, like let's see here. I don't have the exact numbers here, but yeah, it's 14 gold worth. You can just write down 14 gold. We're not gonna worry about how much coin of different types we're carrying around.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's good. All right.
That is good. That's a sizable amount of cash.
That's 14 each.
Does that mean if I have my brother's share that I have 28?
No, it does not. He does not have a share. He is, as was said, he was asleep, and he's Craig's character.
Well, not really. He's an NPC now.
Well, so the thing is here's the deal, and now that you've recovered him, you can of course consult with the doctors in Munbur, and they, basically all that's needed is, just the proper ministrations of, the proper healing gases and, all of that nonsense, the correct scientific mumbo jumbo to close up the wound. And, of course he'll need, a transfusion. And isn't it great we have his brother here to supply that blood, because, it's this weird red blood that they don't have here on Tellus. And the, it is convenient. It's a good thing there's still another Earthman around.
No kidding.
And the trance that was used is actually a fairly common form of somnalism practiced by many orders of the psychic monks that dot the landscape of Telluria. Or Tellus, sorry. And so it's very common. It's a very simple method for undoing that.
Okay.
All right, and that's it. We had fun. That was a good session. That was successful. You guys had a goal. You accomplished it, and we made it out. In fact, I liked that goal so much. I'm going to give you all 100 XP on top of it. Just
nice.
Yeah, there you go. Just because it's your first successful.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
While we're knocking about trying to get this NPC going, and I'm giving blood and whatnot.
Yeah.
He could be PCified later if we need to, right?
Sure.
Yeah, Kingsley's back. I mean, he could, Craig can take him back over as his main if he likes. Craig's just gonna have to figure out which is the main and which is the henchman.
Well, I mean, I like this character, and I like Kingsley as well. I'm thinking he would be my backup character, like if
Kingsley is
Vanguard
okay. Kingsley's the backup.
dies.
Okay.
Like Kingsley can go study, while he's not participating in.
He can manage our affairs on the surface.
Well, there's
Sure.
all kinds of weird science for him to get into, right? Because there's there's those cool flying machines that that they're etheric sailors basically because they use they sail on the etheric currents.
Yeah.
They're really, those are weird. There's always
Sure.
all the samples and weird shit you could bring back from the Dwimmering Mount.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, he can become also a Patreon. I mean,
That's true, absolutely. You've been
he needs something, and we can get him for him.
yeah, you've been working with Clement Klang. I've got to change the way this guy's name is spelled because I don't like it. We're gonna spell it with Q's because Mars.
I love it.
And Clement Klang, that's his name. He didn't have a last name till just now. And he's the that weird, mystic-like guy who seemed to be like a form of scholar who had previously employed this group of explorers. So cool. All right. Well, that was a great session. It was short.
Great.
But it was nice. It's nice to not kill anybody for once. I know you don't expect that from me, but it's cool.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can line up the next job before we end the session.
Actually, I want to do that at the beginning of sessions so that we have a clear sense of goals. That's actually one of the things I've rolled into the town phase of the adventure. So it's town phase, dungeon phase, end of session.
Right.
Also, we don't know who's going to be here next time.
Yeah, that's true. That's always a theme.
So I don't want to line up too much ahead of time and then be like, oh, everybody who is here to do the thing has to go to the dentist or something. I don't want to mess with that.
Right.
So we'll.
Well, the good news is, like Edgar, my semester is over, so
Yeah.
I've got shit I got to do with the summer, but nothing like a regular term, so it's gonna be pretty chill.
Okay, well, I'm going to say
All right, cool.
good night to everybody
Okay.
who was watching us on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. You gents have a fabulous evening as well. And
You too, man.
We'll catch you all next Wednesday with whatever we're doing. We don't know yet. We'll find out then. It's either going to be perhaps the last session of RuneQuest for a while or another session of DWIMMERMARS. We shall see. Thank you guys for being here. And everybody have a great night.